Hello, this is an unscripted tutorial for 6-6 Secret Exit with Penguin, most notably used in the World 5. So first, you want to start with sliding right as you start like touching that soft slope. And that'll allow you to accelerate faster, and you should optimally get a .88. So yeah, just make sure to do that. So you want to slide, you can't really jump until later. You kind of want to jump sort of near the end of this steep slope since jumping off steep slopes gives you more speed with Penguin. But you don't want to jump so early as to bonk on that ceiling right there. So just jump off the steep, but near the end. Full jump should work. And then since you have 30 frame or slide timer expired, you can unmorph in midair by neutraling. And then you can just start pressing right, do another slide, jump. You have 12 frames to jump from the slide, so you can wait a little bit if you want. And then so here, uh, you can do a almost full jump there. You're safe to do a full jump there. You're safe to do a full jump there. And then I did a small one because I know my video quality isn't great, but normally you'd be able to see these bricks here. And if you're under the 4 bricks, you know the cheap's gonna be right around here. So you freeze him. You know he's there because you can see the bricks right there. It's like kinda a Mario length away almost. So that's how you know when to freeze the first one. Just do a bunch of full jumps. And then once you pass this piranha right here, and these two fish will be under, you know you can jump around here and you'll be good to make it right here. And then you can just do this. Going up here is actually a bit slower than going under, but it's much easier because you have to do multiple more fish freezes if you go under. So it's just easier to do this and you can still get a fast time. And yeah, just slide off that edge right there. Do some full jumps. You can do all full jumps. And if you do all full jumps, sometimes you'll need to wait a few frames on the water here. If you miss some frame perfects, you'll be slightly further left. But if you hit most of the frame perfects and generally play a light, you should be able to do an unmorph immediately jump. And you can see kind of these bats and like the fish. The fish is just a bit further to the right, so you just kind of get a feel for that. But like that's the cue I use. There's a fish freeze you can do here, which is faster if you're doing a normal exit, but since we're doing secret exit, I don't believe it's really faster. So we do frame perfects, and then if you want to get up there quickly, you have to get 30 frame rule. So on the water, slide timer expired. So you're kind of gonna want to slide for a bit at the end because if you slide earlier, you lose speed earlier, but if you slide at the end, you're only losing speed right at the end, so you're all right. And then you just do a max one. The cue I have for this is generally like you could see the fire bow, kind of like jump here, under, and you know you can jump around here, and then you make sure not to bonk on that. You land on this, and then you can just do jump wall kick into the pipe. That always works, no matter what the uh, fireball luck is. If you miss the frame perfect, you're alright. You can jump back up, but you're subject to some fireball luck. You're gonna have to react to what they do. So in this room, just walk off, do a fast excel, which basically you slide for a few frames and then you do a spin as soon as you can. In this case, since you're already going off the pipe, but it does have to be when you have a bit of speed normally. And then just try and get like not 30 frame, but get quite a few frames. It just slide enough to be on the steep part and be able to make it to landing on this part because you want to get a big jump off the slope. And you can do a second one if you want. I think it's better to do a second one. And then you can land there, get the rest of 30 frame. You have 30 frame now, so you can just do these, and you get even more there, so you can slide a bit less than that. And then just a few more jumps. You can cancel there. It's easier without 30 frame in general, I think. And then you slide there. You can wait until the steep, it's probably equal speed. And then you just do a jump there, go into the pipe. And then here, just make sure you do that properly with that ice ball, and then you'll make it up here pretty easily, slide as soon as possible, and you'll need to do a single jump to the pole. Even if you miss that frame perfect by a few frames, you'll be fine. I plan to do a lot more videos like this, just explaining stuff, and I'll just just casual, unscripted content. Pretty easy to make these tutorials, so goodbye.